Hi everyone, this is Professor Mayunga and you are watching ERUDIRE Plus, the professional CAD/CAM solution provider. Let's get started.
Hello viewers, this is our 18th exercise and we'll be modeling this one using Autodesk Fusion 360. You can see this is a simple gear. In this case, some of the dimensions are not provided. So we'll model this one using very simple steps. Right, you can see 3 views are available. This is the top view, this is a sectional one, and this is a isometric one. Initially we'll make half of the teeth and then we'll make a mirror of that one. Then we'll make a circular pattern to complete the sketch, and that will be extruded to different depths, right? You can see inside we're having different depth and outside also different depths, right? So without wasting time, let us start our modeling using Autodesk Fusion 360. First of all, we need to create a new design. We can save it by the name of exercise 18 and you can save it to a specific folder by the name of Fusion. It is saved by the name of exercise 18. Now let us see the drawing. For initiating sketch, initially we'll draw a circle of diameter 40.5 millimeter and we need to draw 2 arcs of radius 30 millimeter and 25 millimeter that we have drawn here itself, right? Also you can see the distance between the teeth. The top distance is actually from here to here is 2.4 millimeter, so half of that one is 1.2 millimeter. Again, we can consider that this distance and this distance is equal, right? Okay, right. And in between, half of the distance is equal to 3 millimeter. So total from here to here is 6 and half of this one is 3 millimeter. Okay, so we can start this one from top plane. So initiating sketch from here and we'll be starting modeling from top plane, starting with circle, and the diameter of this one will be 40.5 millimeter. Next to that, we can create some construction line. This is required to make the profile symmetric, and with respect to that line, we need to make a mirror of that profile, right? So make the construction line. Now we can change the construction line to solid line again. Next to that, we need to create some arcs, right? So starting with arc, and it will be center point arc. Let us start from here. You can provide another arc also. Both the arcs are made, and let us provide smart dimension to this one, as this radius is 25 millimeter and this one is 30 millimeter. Now we need to provide a smart distance from this one to this one. From here to here, the distance will be 1.2 millimeter. Again, the distance from here to here will be 3 millimeter. Again, we need to draw another arc from here with the same radius. Create arc. It will be center point arc. This is the center point, and we are starting an arc from here. Let us provide smart dimension to this one as 2.4 millimeter. Done. Now we need to create some arc to join this profile from here to here, right? So again, starting with arc, it will be 3-point arc. Actually, this is not clearly defined, so we are doing this one at random, right? Starting an arc from here, it will be finished at this location, and we can provide some radius to this one. We're providing this one to be the profile of the tooth. The line is blue, so it is not fully defined. We can provide smart dimension to this one with the radius. Let's point the radius to be 8 millimeter. Done. The sketch is fully defined. Now we can trim some unwanted lines from here. This is not good. Now we need to make a mirror of this one, right? So create mirror. We need to select specific lines. Selected. Now we need to select the middle line. This is the middle line. Done. The profile is made, right? Now we need to create a circular pattern with this teeth. So create circular pattern. You can select that object or the sketch. The sketch is selected. Now we need to select the center point for creating that pattern. This is the center point selected, and as per drawing, we need to create 20 numbers of teeth. So write 20, enter. The profile is made. Now we can finish the sketch and that to be extruded to a specific depth of 20 millimeter, right? Let us finish it and see how much to be extruded again. That can be seen from the drawing again. You can see the extrusion depth is actually 20 millimeter, and also inside this one we need to make two concentric circles of diameter 30 and 40.5, and that to be extruded to a depth of 10 millimeter only, right? So initially we need to extrude that complete profile to a depth of 20 millimeter. Again, inside this one we need to make concentric circles of diameter 30 and 40.5, and that to be extruded from the central plane to a depth of 10 millimeter. Okay, so extrude, select the specific areas. Now from direction you can select it will be extruded in symmetric directions, and instead of half length we are considering this to be full length, to be extruded to a depth of 20 millimeter. Okay, let us see this one. This is the profile, right? Next to that we need to create another sketch inside, right? So starting with sketch from here with the top plane, we need to draw two concentric circles. Let us draw it. Initially we'll draw any arbitrary circles and later on we can put smart dimension to this one, and the dimensions are 30 and 40.5. so let's put smart dimension to this one. This is diameter 30 and this one is 40.5. Enter. Sketch is finished, and that to be extruded to a depth of 10 millimeter. So extrude and select the specific areas, and instead of one side you can make it symmetric to both sides, and measurement we are considering this one to be whole length, and the distance of extrusion is 10 millimeter. And in this case we have to make this one as a new body again, so it will be separated from the mother body, right? Done. We made this one. You could have joined this one with the parent body, right? That is as per requirement, right? Now we can provide appearance to this one. Inside we will provide different material and outside we will be having different material. So hit A, let us provide metallic appearance. So metal, the teeth we are providing made up with polished rouge. Okay, and the inner part will provide this one to be made up of stainless steel with satin finish. Done. So this is our model, right? You can see it. This was a very simple model, and we initiated the model from the top plane. Initially we made one half of the teeth, and that was mirrored with respect to the central axis or central line. Then that tooth was actually patterned in the form of a cyclic pattern, and next to that we provided two concentric circles of diameter 30 and 40.5 inside, and that was extruded symmetrically to a depth of 10 millimeter. Okay, so this one will conclude our 18th exercise. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye. If you like this video, please subscribe and share, and if you have any kind of doubts, please write to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye.